Hello.
Hello, you.
And welcome to a new video.
Oh, it's the one that we've been promising since probably 1902. It's how much does our Walt Disney World 2023 holiday cost?
Since the dinosaurs have been around.
The good news is we've been to Walt Disney World, we've come back, so you know exactly how much it cost.
We made it. Yeah, it was a really good 2 weeks. Really enjoyed it. So this video is literally like, we're going to do like the fundamentals, the things like you have to spend to go on a Walt Disney World holiday, such as accommodation, flights, and park tickets and stuff like that.
And then at the end, we'll talk about those things that are quite specific for us, which, you know, you don't have to do, but it cost us money.
We're not going to include food and drink, because that was really variable. Like, you can go to Cheddar's and get a really reasonably priced meal, or you can go to California Grill and basically blow like...
Sell a kidney to pay for it. And also what we did for breakfast, we did the thing that we did last time, was we took some porridge pots for the first week when we were staying on site. And then the second week we bought a big box of Frosties.
Yeah, we did. They're amazing. Like, they were pumpkin Frosties. But also we had early lunches as well, didn't we? So we had lunch around 11:30. So yeah. Yeah,
so this doesn't include anything that we bought, like merch, and doesn't include food, but it is those fundamentals and a few of those random things that, you know, you may do as well, things like mobile phone and all that kind of stuff.
So what we're starting with?
Well, we thought we'd kind of show, not tell, for some of it. Oh. So what we did, we filmed some of the stuff to show you how much it cost. So we started at Gatwick with valet parking, and then we talk about the hotel and the tickets and the accommodation and the car. So yeah, have a look at this, us going to Gatwick for valet parking.
London Gatwick. On the Ring Road South, South Terminal. Do you know where we're going?
We want short stay, which...
In a quarter of a mile, turn right.
I think it's on the right. Services, Hilton, oh, that's where we're staying. The orange one.
Keep left. So I'm going up to second floor.
Are you ready?
No.
It's a bit like IKEA. Oh, it takes a picture of your car. This is exciting.
Yeah, so when you drive in, it takes a 360-degree photo just to see if there's any damage, in case you want to contest it later.
Oh, look at that.
So,
that's clever.
Ready here for image capture.
Should we do something? Hey!
Oh,
that was
barrier's
quick.
Open.
And away we go. And then, hey, Nana.
Please unload your luggage and remain in your vehicle for it to be checked. Please park in this lane.
Here.
Valet parking's £183 here at Gatwick South Terminal. But if you use the app, the Gatwick app, you get 10% off. So this was £164.70p. It's that thing where you leave them your keys, which I know not everyone's keen on. You do have the option of going for long stay car park. That's £151. We have to get a bus. We're not doing that.
The man's coming.
Oh, it all got a bit hectic. There's a plane, there's a plane. We're definitely at an airport. David's unpacking. I was saying you can do long stay, which is £151, but you have to get a bus and it takes about 10 minutes, but you keep your keys. This, I give the man my keys, but he's given me a little ticket, which I will present when I come back. And we're literally in the airport. Hello, David.
Hello.
So you can do short stay, but that's £508. There's premium short stay, which is an eye-watering £834.
You're making me cry.
And the only difference is you've got a wider lane to unpack your cases. So this was £164.70 with a 10% discount. Oh. Right, let's go. Next thing, hotel. So we're staying at London Hilton Gatwick. So the Hilton is in the airport.
Very exciting.
Once we get settled, we'll show you. Ta-da! So as I said, with the Hilton London Gatwick Hotel. So this room, £158 for the night. I think it's on par with the Block. So the Block is the hotel that's actually just
in by security.
Just by security. Smaller rooms. Some didn't have windows. Last time we didn't get a window, so we didn't get that this time. The Courtyard by Marriott was £167, so it's more expensive. And the Hampton by Hilton was £214 for one night.
Wow, that's loads.
But this is £158.
It's super busy.
It is super busy,
but it's really convenient.
There was a plane cancelled, so there was a lot of people queuing to get in, and anyway. But we're here for one night, £158. Next price will be I guess the flights. So here we are on the plane. David's sorting out his bag. We're in British Airways Club World. There you go. Which is effectively their business class. This cost us £900 in total, plus 200,000 Avios. 200,000, wasn't it? 200,000 Avios, and we used the companion voucher. So we got the British Airways and American Express card, And if you spend a certain amount within a certain period, you get a companion voucher, which is effectively a 2-for-1 voucher if you're travelling together, or if you're travelling solo, it gives you half price off. So business class for both of us, there and back, £900 cash, 200,000 air miles. Next thing is the hotel at Pop.
We are just checking out of Pop Century. We've been here a week. The price of Pop Century plus our park tickets was $2,171. I don't think that's bad for like 2 weeks worth of tickets, a week's accommodation. Not too bad at all. I think the park tickets were around 500 of that each. We've had a great stay here at Pop Century and well worth the money. Those extra hours and the Skyliner really paid off. Great room, really quiet, fantastic views. Looking out over Poole and Roger Rabbit. We are now off to our villa.
So from Pop Century, we move on to an apartment at Oakwater.
It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, kitchen, diner, living room, telly,
Washing machine,
tumble dryer.
tumble dryer, dishwasher, which you can hear in the background. Very noisy dishwasher. How much was this?
This was, when converted to pounds, was £705 all in for, I think, 8 nights.
Saturday through to the following Sunday.
And that's with a discount because it's our 2nd year with them. So they gave us, they gave us a percentage off. I can't remember how
bonus.
much. But yeah, really good value actually.
Even though it's in the vlog, here's a quick mush around. Kitchen, dining room.
We're just about to leave.
We're just checking out. Bedroom number 1 with bathroom and walk-in wardrobe.
Balcony.
Also a balcony. Bedroom there. Bedroom there. Laundry's behind there. Another bathroom. That's downstairs to the garage. So I guess the next price to tell you about is the car. This is the car. Well, this is car number 2, but that's a different story. So the cost of the car, we booked through uscarhire.com. Loved them, great website. Particularly loved them this time because I paid an extra $35 for roadside assistance, which came in very handy when we lost the keys and they swapped the car. So this is the second car we've had. When I made the booking back in March, I originally booked with them, but the car was from Alamo. It's an intermediate SUV. I'm looking at my notes. Back in March when I booked it, the price was £873.75p. Then I looked again in May, the same type of car went down to £665.45.
So
it's
you
over,
cancelled it and rebooked, didn't you? Yeah.
so next just £200 saving. So yeah, this car cost
For 2
us
weeks.
$665.45 plus the $35 for roadside assistance, which was good because when that car got towed, I'd used half a tank of petrol, didn't have to pay for it, and now I've used the whole tank of petrol on this one.
Yeah, we lucked out, didn't we, really?
Yeah, well, not more. We paid for a full tank of petrol at the end, which I'll give you the price of once I get my receipt. And the tolls, there's tolls as well. Need to add tolls in. Anyway, we need to go take this car back to the airport.
So that was the car, and it was, both cars were really great.
Shall we talk about that? Well, because I paid $35, which is equivalent about, I think, £29 for roadside assistance, which meant when I lost the car keys, because that's what happened, and the camera, and a protein bar, and some other stuff in my bag.
We still don't know what happened to it.
I looked down, the bag was just like half empty, and the zip was open, and I'm like, I've had this bag for years. I'm not sure if the stuff fell out. But if it had, I think we'd have heard it.
Yeah.
Or if someone dipped. Don't know.
Yeah.
It got lost.
Maybe they were hungry and they were like, I really need that guy's protein bar. I'm going to steal it.
And I really want
doubt
that.
it.
And I really want that Instago tree and the car keys. Maybe. I mean, good luck to you if you found it.
Yeah.
But $35 meant that was all resolved. The car, we swapped it. All good, all fine.
They towed it away and all of those sort of
we
things.
were parked at the Poly for breakfast. We went to Oakwater breakfast, and then my phone didn't work, which is a different story. But while I was sorting this out, you went for a wee, and then you found a PhotoPass person, didn't you?
Well, he was like
I was a bit stressed.
He was in it, like trying to resolve it, and I wasn't really being very helpful. So I wandered around the Polynesia. And I found a PhotoPass photographer. She was just stood on her own. She had no one to talk to. So I went and made a friend.
Photo shoot.
And she was like, "Oh, I'll take your picture." So we had some photos, and
I'll put them in here.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Lovely. There's some really nice pictures.
Thank you.
You also got "Hey Hey" on your arm.
Yeah, it's like Paying that roadside assistance, like we've never used it before, and actually we were just absolutely gobsmacked about it. Didn't cost us anything. Exchange of cars, towing the car away, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So it was absolutely insane. Like we were expecting hundreds of
It was
dollars.
so simple. I rang them up. They said, okay, we don't have spare keys, but we'll send a tow truck. You know, they'll come, they'll pop the door, they'll take your stuff out, and then we booked you into the car care centre at Walt Disney World, which is a mile up the road.
Yeah.
For another car. Went
was
there,
incredible.
signed a document. It was so simple. I feel like if that was in the UK, probably wouldn't have been as quick
Well,
or
it
simple.
depends what your coverage is, I guess. But yeah, I'd recommend paying that roadside assistance money because,
So that extra 29 quid, for us, I mean, it's not for everyone, but that goes onto our total as well.
Yeah.
And as I said in the car, we forgot to mention tolls. Now I was like, oh, how do I get to know how much we paid for tolls? So I emailed Enterprise, who we got the car through. They said, well, you'll get a bill at some point. But you could log on to a website, which you then put in who your car rental is with and what your rental number is, and it will show your tolls.
They came back really high, didn't they?
Yeah, I logged in, there was nothing. And then yesterday I noticed that on my phone there was an authorization from American Express because it tells you when stuff's been sent. And we got charged 60 quid and 1p.
Well, it seems
tolls.
like that seems a lot for 2 weeks. But
Yeah.
so we need to maybe look at that next. If we go again, or next time we go to America, we need to look at tolls in a bit more detail.
We just used the one that came with the car. I know you
Yeah.
can get a card from somewhere at the airport, but I think that's Terminal A and we were at Terminal C. And I
didn't
just
really
thought, you
know
know
what
what,
we were doing.
just gone for
Yeah.
simplicity.
Yeah.
So tolls were 60 quid and a penny. So let's just call it 60 quid.
And when you got the car, you signed up for petrol to return it empty. Is that what it?
I did sign up for a
yeah.
full tank.
Yeah.
And that was, here it is on the screen, that came in at $77.03.
I have no idea how much petrol costs in the UK. So is that good or bad? Or I don't know.
In addition to that, the only other petrol cost I spent was $13. That's because when the first car went, I'd used half a tank. When the new car came, it was a full tank of petrol. So I only ended up spending $90 on petrol. I say only. I spent $90 on petrol, which was ish 74 quid.
It doesn't seem a lot. We have electric car, so I could tell you how much electric car is. But is that good or bad?
I don't know, but we paid it. I feel like
Cool.
for an SUV, intermediate SUV,
Yeah.
for 2 weeks, only paying 70 quid.
And we use the car every day, didn't we?
And it was a
So-
tank and a half of petrol.
Yeah.
So-
okay.
Bless you, neighbour.
It sounded like they're in the room. Anyway.
Talking of cars, at Gatwick, you have the option, if you've got an electric car, to pay £25 and they will charge your car for 2 hours before you collect the car.
It was really useful, wasn't it?
Because when we arrived at Gatwick, we had like 10% battery, and I was like, oh God, this isn't
You
going to last.
shouldn't be driving around your car with 10% battery.
Well, and then when we picked up the car, they'd been charging it since 3 a.m, and they charge it for more than 2 hours.
they charged it full.
They charge it
didn't
to
they?
full.
Yeah.
So I feel like that, paying £25 was a bargain because I got more than £25 worth of charge out of Gatwick.
Yeah.
So if you've got an electric car and you're like, oh God, I've got to go to the airport, I'm going to run out of charge, they offer that service, which
Yeah, it was
for
really
me
cool.
worked out really well.
And they got loads of chargers and all the electric cars. Then you pick it up in the same place, don't
Yeah,
you? So
it
it's
literally
really
is in the
cool.
valet park, and when you come
Yeah.
back, your car is in a row of charged cars.
Cool.
Loved it. 25 quid.
What other costs have we got to include?
One sec. Right, mobile phone. This is a bit contentious. And there's nothing I can do about it.
You
Just
think by
suck it
now?
up.
You think by now we'd be better at this?
No, I feel like before pre-pandemic, when we landed in America, it said on my phone, I think you're expecting to be charged for using your phone with Vodafone.
Oh yeah.
You're not. You get to use it for free.
Yeah.
Well, not for free, but your existing
Use your
package.
allowance. Yeah.
Yeah. Since last year, which I'm assuming is post-Brexit. Don't know.
Blame everything on Brexit.
No, I think it is because,
Yeah,
it's not an EU roaming charge, it's a
Yeah.
UK roaming charge. People in the EU don't pay roaming charges. It's us in the UK who pay it. When we landed, there was a note saying you will be charged £5.31p per day for using your phone package. We finished the trip. We both use our phone every day. Probably it's stupid. What we should have done is use one and tether off the other one. You live and learn.
But for like virtual queues and lightning lane and stuff, it was really hard to.
The Wi-Fi's not always great at Disney.
Yeah,
Sometimes
so-
it is amazing. Other times it's a bit shonky.
Yeah, so we had to use our phones.
So it was £84 each. £84.
That's crazy.
So £168. the cost, £168 for using our phones on Vodafone network for 2 weeks. Didn't help that on the day that we lost the car keys, my phone stopped working, which added to the whole crisis because I was on the phone to Vodafone for 2 hours. I've now got an eSIM. That's a different story. When we got to Pop Century, we bought a resort mug, didn't we?
Oh, yeah. Imagine it's here.
Oh, yeah, we could have brought it. A resort mug. Lovely. Oh, lovely. I think that in the long term saved us.
Yeah, because sodas or pop or Coke, whatever, was, I think it ranged from about $4.50 to $5.50. I think the most we paid for
about $5
for a Coke. Yeah, about $5 per drink, which is it's a
lot for some fizzy water.
Yeah, it seems a lot.
But
we bought the resort mugs. I think they were $14.99, weren't they?
No, $21.99 each.
Oh, were they?
$21.99.
Wow.
Let me just check.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, $21.99. So 43 and some change.
However, we used them every day we were at Pop Century for at least 2 drinks each.
And we were only there for a week.
Yeah, so...
But they would have worked for 2 weeks, but we didn't use them the second week.
So I feel like we got our value out of them.
So that was 36 quid, but I feel like we would have spent more than 36 quid on soda. So even though it was an expense, in the long term, it probably worked out cheaper for us.
I think if you're on resort and you're going to be around the hotel, they are really good to invest in. Like at Caribbean Beach or Caribbean Beach, they had machines right by the pool, I noticed, when we visited. So that would be really, like, if you're having pool days and stuff, that would have been perfect, I think. It wasn't quite like that Pop, was it? You had to go in the food court and stuff.
But so we'd take the cups out with us in the morning when we were driving somewhere, and then we'd come back and
fill them up on the way back.
To the hotel room.
I think I'd get them again. They were really good.
And they look nice as well.
Yeah.
So I think that's all the costings.
Okay.
So the airport parking, Gatwick, the flight, Pop Century, tickets, the apartment and the car, which is kind of like your fundamental travel and accommodation.
Yeah, people might not have a car, but yeah.
That came to... Oh, and also I guess we should chuck in tolls and petrol, because if you've got a car, then you have to pay those as well.
Throw it in.
That all came to... That came to £4,927.15p.
Okay.
The variables for us are using mobile phone and getting resort mugs.
Yeah.
If you chuck that in, the cost of this trip was £5,156.
Okay.
But that's not including food or anything that we bought.
Yeah.
I mean, insurance, got that through work. Some people get that through their credit card, so you need to consider that. If you're going for the first time, you've got to consider the cost of Estes for getting into America. So we've not considered that. But yeah, £5,156 is the amount it cost us to get there and back and have a bit of fun, but not to eat or buy stuff.
We just went hungry. No, we didn't, obviously. Hungry. Okay, cool. Well, hopefully that's been useful. Like, if you're watching this video and you want to know how much it costs, like, obviously if you've got children, it's going to cost a lot more, if there's more of you, or if you're doing a solo trip, all those type of things. But actually, it was a really good trip, and I'm glad we went. The time of year was perfect. The temperature was great. The weather was really good. It was Halloween. I thought it was awesome. Totally worth the money.
And I think we lucked out. We were very fortunate to be able to use Avios Air Miles, because £900 for flights, even economy flights. We had Club World seats.
Yeah.
£900, I think, for return flights for 2 people.
Not bad at all.
In the recent history is actually a really good deal. So I think that is also a saving for us.
And we were blessed because we had those miles left over from COVID still. So we're still using like our COVID miles, which is absolutely crazy to think about that.
I hope this was useful. Please subscribe, because obviously coming up is now the trip. We've got the trip, we've got travel day. So if you're watching this as this comes out, the travel day is coming out tomorrow. If you're watching it later, it's
already out.
It'll be out there.
Hopefully.
It'll be out somewhere. Go and have a look at the channel, subscribe. Doing things a bit different this year. We decided...
Are you?
Yeah, well, because we had family come with us this time. Yeah. After about a few days, they come and joined us. So we filmed park days before they arrived. And then what we did later in the trip is stuff we didn't get to do on the first park day, we filmed, and we're going to chuck that into the original park day.
It's like bonus extras at the end of the episode.
Or stuff that you don't want to watch. So yeah, there's probably one park day for each park, except Magic Kingdom, which was our first day, which was a great first day. I can't wait to show you that because it was
Yeah.
super empty. So we did loads and loads and loads.
So it's a handful of videos coming your way. Thank you for watching this, and we'll see you in the next video. Quite excited. Bye.
Bye. There's the sign. There's your hot meals. Boarding. I've had eats, I've had a wee,
Fed, watered in.
can walk down the gangway.
Oh,
This is quiet and empty.
are we on the right one?
David's banged his head already.
Classic. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh no. Don't come out. Solid. We've got chocolate mousse for dessert. Casually picking chocolate off his tits. Think me like one of your French girls, Jack. So not long to it, Pop.
Oh, Pop Century.
That's a good view. And I don't mean the people in the pool. Right, monorail. Welcome to the Magic Kingdom. Do you remember which finger you are? David's struggling to get in.
You left me.
Look at it. That sky as well. And there's Boo and Tigger. Meal number 16 of the day. Ooh, bird. The bird flew past me. Tiana's Palace. Been condemned. Hello, castle. Boneyard. That was a bit weird.